Okay, I'm out on Suisun Creek today, doing a bit of hiking. I'm also exploring this burned forest that was hit by a fire a few years ago. I believe it was 2021, if I recall correctly. I have been here a couple times since the fire happened, but the trail conditions were nothing like this. It's pretty logged up with lots of debris, and so it's made for some interesting hiking conditions. Not to mention it's about 34 degrees Fahrenheit out here today, so the ground is packed in with frost and ice. But yeah, this forest, I always come out here and obviously I feel some sorrow for this place, but it's just a reminder that it's a natural process and it's just a cycle of death and rebirth, which is both sad and beautiful at the same time. I can already tell this area is bouncing back pretty well. Lots of undergrowth has popped up since the fire. I am the only one on the trail today, so I can feel myself being a little bit on edge. I always kind of am, especially if I'm the first one out on the trail on that particular day, which in most cases I am. One, because I like to go to kind of far off trails, that the trail less traveled, I guess you could say, and two, I come pretty early in the morning usually, so yeah, so a little bit on edge sometimes, but keeping my eyes peeled. It's a beautiful day out today. Hopefully it'll warm up. But yeah, just gonna check out a couple waterfalls today. Gonna go climb some peaks, hopefully, or a peak, and see what else we can find. Just a real quick note on this creek again, or this area in general. It used to be a very lush and dense coniferous forest before the fire. And now, I don't know if you can really tell, but it's really just dead standing timber at the moment. I think I have a few pictures from from before the fire, so I'll throw those up. But it's so interesting to come to a landscape like this and see the drastic difference between life and death, you know. Anyways, just thought I'd add that. Alright, I'm right next to the creek, so I hope you can hear me. But here's a burnt tree, right? And then if you walk down the trail, not even 50 feet, you can see what the forest used to look like. Past these couple of last burnt trees here. Really dense, really lush, beautiful forest. But that's just such a stark contrast. This is maybe where like the fire ceased, or the crews were able to maintain it and stop the advancement. But yeah, this is kind of what I remember, so this is pretty cool. Well, this is something. Doesn't even fit in frame. Pretty cool. Horseshoe Falls. Alright, well this is kind of the, I guess, destination I wanted to reach for this hike. I'm not sure what the other waterfalls look like in terms of the trail condition. And I have some other spots I want to hit today before I have to leave. So this is a good spot to stop at, for sure. We were just up here in the Susan. Now we're over here by West Point. This is my goal for today. West Point is actually just right up there. A couple summers ago, I climbed Calamity Peak, which is actually, according to this map, about 400 feet higher than West Point is. But what Calamity Peak has that West Point doesn't have is an actual like road, an old forest road that used to loop around it. So I essentially just walked that last time. West Point, as you can see, has nothing. We're parked about right here. So I'm just going to be bushwhacking up through the tree line, and hopefully we get there safely. Just to give an update so far. Oh, it's brutal. It's just a straight incline, and down there, not sure if you can tell, but it's all just like willow. So there's branches everywhere. I'm out of breath. But I can see some blue skies. So I'm hoping there's a little bit of an opening up there. I can keep trucking along. I can't really take my camera out right now. Too many times. There's just too many branches and I don't want my lens getting scratched or anything happening, so I'll update when I can. Alright, new update. Made it to this tiny clearing, I guess. As you can see in the corner here, there's still snow up here. So yeah, I just gotta find a nice route now. I think I'm gonna head straight up towards that old stump. And then I'm gonna eventually have to hook left, I think. But it is dead quiet up here, which is very peaceful. Alright, welcome to West Point. Didn't take me too long to get up here, but it was a straight incline. And I made quite a funny navigation mistake on my end. So last April I posted a video on this same peak. And today I thought I was going to be summiting a different peak. But it's the same one. So, yeah. I don't know why I thought that, because I know that that's Calamity Peak. It's clearly taller like the map says. This is West Point. I've done this before, so I can't cross it off my list, but no complaints about being up here. I just thought that was kind of funny on my end. But yeah, if you haven't seen that video, this is an amazing peak because you can see 5 volcanoes from up here. I don't know if you can see it. Over my right shoulder is Mount Hood, East, right there. And then over my left shoulder, which would be, I guess, your right, way in the back is Mount Jefferson, which I forgot the native name for, unfortunately. So that's just the 2 in Oregon, and then you can see the 3 close ones that we have here in Southwest Washington. Pato, or Klickitat, Mount Adams, right to my right. Directly behind the camera is Tahoma, or Mount Rainier, and then, of course, Lewitt is right behind the camera as well. Also the Goat Rocks, and Lewitt being Mount St. Helens, I should add that. And then countless other peaks that, if you are from the PNW, you might know the names of. But yeah, I'm gonna stay here for quite a while and just soak it all in. I'm not looking forward to the way down necessarily, so gotta summon my courage back up, kind of rebuild that. But anyways, yeah, it's snack time, it's a water break for me, and just relax. I guess this is what I get for taking kind of a bushwhack route instead of the trail I used last year. A nice hole in my off-spray bag. I made it back down safely. I only slipped and fell 2 times and only have a couple cuts, but I'm safe and I'm good. Yeah, so if I ever do that peak again, West Point, I will be taking the first route I took. I will never be doing that forest route again. I'll leave that to the elk and coyotes and all the other animals that use that. But yeah, it's been an amazing day out here. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate you watching as always. I'm really loving the weekly uploads and weekly adventures, so I plan on keeping that going. So if you like what's going on, stay tuned because there's more to come. So yeah, take care and I'll see you next time.